things. So anyway, we just want to touch a little bit. Of course, who all was on last Tuesday for the? Okay. So basically, what we learned to Go Global. And of course, Nancy was there with us, so we can let her just sort of share a little bit again with the group. But the thing is whenever we go to these trainings, now the Go Global is like where your elite leaders are. So we got to hear firsthand some things to bring back to you coaches to pass off to you so that way you can go out and touch more lives. So, Danny, why don't you share maybe one of your greatest takeaways from Go Global with the team?
There was a lot of things I took away, but the first thing is how are you working with your clients? How many senior coaches? How many senior coaches are there? Just raise your hand. Okay, a senior coach, everybody knows that's you as a coach with 5 clients and over $1,200 in volume, and you earn some money with that. So that's the first step for you to get you 5 clients and over $1,200 in volume, and that earns you just about enough to pay for your fee to get started. Okay, so that's the first section for you, is to become a senior coach and then learn what it takes to be a senior coach and start developing senior coaches. Okay, so what is a senior coach and all this stuff? Well, you're gathering clients. There's 2 things we do here. We acquire clients and acquire coaches. That's all we really do. It's not really hard. It's not rocket science. You don't have to know everything about the program. What you really need to know how to do is acquire a client. And by acquiring a client is someone who is looking for you and you asking the right questions to see if they're ready or not. Does that make sense? Is someone ready or not? They say, well, what's this food you're eating? I said, well, why do you ask? Are you interested? Well, yeah, I'm thinking about it. I probably need to lose a few pounds. Well, that's fine. Why would you want to lose a few pounds? Well, I just want to look better. Okay, are you on any medications? Yeah, I'm on a few medications. Okay, well, how would you like to get off those medications? Well, I would love to get off those medications. And you just start the question process. It's very gentle and it's very easy until they said, okay, yeah, I'm ready. I can do this. Instead of doing this, oh man, you can lose 15 pounds in 15 days, boy, you're going to look good. I can't wait for you to get on, because what you're doing is they're just easing away from it because it sounds like another deal. It sounds like it's something too good to be true. So, but what we do in our community is we bring people in just like this, and we share with them our thoughts, and we share with them that we care, and we help them to get from point A to point B. So if you tell me, you say, well, listen, I'd like to become a senior coach or an executive director. I'd like to coach about 20 clients. I'd like to make, $2,000 a month. We got a program for that. We can show you how simple it is to do that, but you really got to step up and say, here's what I want. So has anybody got something that they want to ask a question about coaching, how you get paid, or anything like that? Is there anybody got a question about that we can work with for just a few minutes and see how that comes out? This is no place to be shy.
Everybody knows it.
Okay.
That's good.
So everybody knows what you're supposed to do to become a senior coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows how to get paid. And if you want to earn $2,000 a month, you know how to get paid there, right? Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Well, it's coming, Dagger. It's coming. We're going to put you in the program, and then once we get you to that point, we're going to teach you how to acquire clients and how many clients it takes for you to start getting the bonuses. Let me share something with you. There is over $16,000 a year in just bonuses. Do y'all know about them? Do you know about them? Well, see, that's what we're going to learn about, because if you're going to be in this business, you got to know how to maximize your check, right? If wherever you're working at right now, if you know that you could do a little extra here, a little extra there, get an extra $1,000 bonus at the end of the month, would you do it? Well, of course you would. So we talk about this is not about money, but if you're going to be in the system and you're going to be getting a check, don't you want to get all the money that you're allocated to get? I mean, it's just like, I got plenty. You know, I got my $20,000. I get another $16,000. I don't need that. I'll give my 20. I'm good. Or would you like to say, well, what do I need to do to get that other 16? I could use that to buy me a new car, or I could put that in on a fund over here. And it's just as easy to get it as to let it go by. So once we learned about the bonuses and how to maximize our money that comes into us, our world changed because there was more money coming in and we was doing the same work. So if that was an interest to you, then what you need to do is sit down and draw you a plan. I like to make X amount of dollars a month. I like to have this many clients a month. I'm like, this is how much time I'm going to spend. Now, let me ask Nancy something, because Nancy's an executive director, right? Nancy, how much time a week do you spend as an executive director with Take Shape for Life on average?
I'd say at least an hour or two a day.
Okay. So an hour.
That includes everything. That's like reading up a little bit, checking in with some of the clients, and probably not really knowing what I'm doing a little bit of the other time. So I'm trying to figure out. So it's not just like, I don't know if you call that straight work, but it's like trying to figure things out. But it's definitely Take Shape for Life is what I'm working on, and that's my.
So are you doing that 5 days a week or 7 days a week, or what are you?
I'd say 6.
Okay. And
I feel like I'm never not thinking about it.
Okay.
It's an addiction.
Well, you're helping people, and you're helping people in their life, and so it does grow to do that. So if that's true, let's say you're doing 6 days a week, and that's 6 to 12 hours a day. I mean, 6 to 12 hours a week, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say you're doing 10 hours a week. That's 40 hours. That's 40 hours a month. And so out of that 40 hours a month, is it a pretty good, if you spend that much time, is it a pretty good income for you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not bad, is it?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So 10 hours a week, that's 40 hours a month. Some people work 40 hours a week and don't make what you probably make the whole month. And so, that's pretty good resource of income there to work 10 hours a week. Right?
And she's part-time because she's got a full-time daycare job.
Right.
So she's doing this in between her downtime. She's embracing the obstacle because the obstacle is the way. Isn't that right, Nancy?
That's right.
And so what you see is people's got different incentives with the income that you make by helping other people. You take this extra, money that you're making a month, and then you put it away for a retirement fund, or you put it away for your children's college fund, or if you've got daughters who are going to be getting married, you put it away for a married fund. You put these things away, or take and give it to local charities. Being able to influence people around you, not by look what I can do, but it's just the love thing. You're able to help people in different areas. When people pass away here locally, and instead of buying flowers, Lisa and I will take and go to the funeral home and pay down on their funeral, or pass some money along to the people who's going to need that, because that's what money's for. And the money is not a bad thing. If money was a bad thing, they wouldn't take it up in church. Would you agree?
That's a Dan Bell line.
I know, but I got it. I understand it. If money was a bad thing, they wouldn't take it up in church. So money's not a bad thing. You know what? Today I stopped and got gas, and I put that gas thing in there, and when I get done, you know what they wanted? Money. They wanted money. We paid for that gas. Can you believe that? So it takes money to do those kind of things and have those kind of things. And it's not a bad thing. It just depends on where you want to put it. So what I'm sharing with you tonight is becoming a senior coach is the first start of what we do. And that's you acquiring 5 clients, about $1,200. And that puts you in about $300 to $325 a month income. That pays for your food. So if you have a problem paying for your food, bam, there it is. People say, well, the food's too high. We'll go find you 5 clients. You'll pay for your food. Do they offer that to you where you're working at now? No. So I guess what I'm sharing with you is there is a formula that we use to help you to get what you want, but you got to find out what you want. If you're a senior coach and you get to a point where you're $40 or $50 away from at the end of the month being a senior coach, by all means, figure out how to get another client or get that in there because you need to keep that. Because basically what you want to do is you want to keep acquiring clients. As you acquire clients, the volume of your income goes up, the volume of your people goes up, and look at the people who are getting healthy because of what you're doing. It's all a good mesh. So Lisa asked me, what did I learn at Go Global? What did I learn about being around those free-spirited people? First of all, we do this because we love it and we love helping other people. In that, it's just like meeting with Doug and Karen on Saturday. We enjoyed that so much, just to sit with them. I ain't talked to Doug in a while, and just to be able to sit with him and talk with him and Karen and just, listen to their heart, see where they're at in life, and be able to offer them something. And we didn't know if they was ready or not. The only thing I can tell you is we wasn't going to pass them up because Doug needed us, Karen needed us, and they had to decide that that's what they needed. Now they're starting on their journey. They're going to work on that. It's up to them. But it's up to us to encourage and make sure they have everything they need to become successful. That's what we do as coaches. Is there any questions?
And Doug, whenever we came to, sit down with you guys, did you feel love there at the table?
Oh, I always feel love from Danny. I just met you. You're absolutely magnificent. He's one of my favorite people in the world. One of the most positive people I ever met in my life. And Danny's one of the few people in this world. If he says it, I'll do it. So, and that's just trust and love. And there might be that many people that I would do that for. So without a doubt, I could tell that y'all cared about me and what we were getting into. And you weren't just trying to sell me food. You wanted me to be a better person. Mm-hmm. And I believe that in my heart.
Well, you are a good person. That's what's inside you. And that's what resonates with us, folks. I mean, you have those people that's going to attack you when you share with them the love. They're going to attack you because they don't understand, and they're going to attack you because they don't want you to be successful. But then if your spirit's good and that person's spirit's good, and you connect, then that's called a match. And that's what works. And that's what's working between Doug and Karen right now with us. And so please go out there and talk to those people. Please go out there and share what you have. You have the goods. You have what it takes. You have an offering, a sharing that other people really, really need. And if you sit over here and you be a secret with it, they may not never know. They might not ever know.
Now, there's 3 areas that us as coaches are having to constantly work to be able to help more people. We're having to work on skill sets for ourselves. We're having to work on action steps, take action when we don't want to. Like Danny took action whenever, he called Duggar and them, and he said, "Hey, let's meet." He took action. He didn't wait around. He followed through, and then it all worked. And then there's concepts. We all have concepts. We all have certain things that we think, and sometimes that can be a major distraction in our life. So as you raise your hand, you go, I'm going to work on skill sets. I'm going to work on action steps, the things that's scary that I don't know about if I can do it or not. And then you're going to work on concepts. Maybe there is a different way. Maybe I need to be open to this. And so one thing that I learned at Go Global was connecting calls or Zooms. Now, I know, I think Joe and I have done a few connecting calls, and Danny, we've done here in the past 2 days. And Joe, can you sort of enlighten the group here on what you thought that brought to the people that was on?
Well, I think that it was reinforced how authentic this program is. It's genuine, you know what I mean? It isn't smoke and mirrors kind of, make promises that don't come through. It genuinely is a caring community and group. Very supportive. I know my husband and my mom and then a new client today that we just got signed up, all came away with the same kind of feeling nurtured, feeling cared for, and feeling like this was something new and different than anything they'd ever tried before, and something that they think will really work. And I agree that, that's the case.
So as we're talking to someone new, whenever you sign up, so I think, Becky, you told me you were signing up a new client tonight?
Yeah, well, she's, I looked a little while ago. She had not placed her order as of yet. We talked for a little while today, and she is placing an order, but I don't think she's placed it yet.
Okay. Well, as soon as your client out of the gate, because all of us, whenever we start the program, we're pretty excited, aren't we? Can't wait for your food to get there. You're ready to go. So what they share with us at Go Global is that's really the perfect moment to link arms with your upline coach. And the thing is any of us on here, we're all working together. So it's like, if you may text somebody and say, hey, can you help me? Maybe it's a relational kind of thing. I may have someone that runs a daycare, and I may want to call Nancy and say, hey, Nancy, can you do a 3-way with me with this lady? Because they have something in common. So think about that as you're talking to people, because what we're finding is all of us connecting as a group, there's power in that, and people see that it's not just you telling them this or sharing this with them. They see more people involved, and we're getting a really good bit of success with that, because people like that. They like this. This is a little scary for some people to get on the Zoom, but it's like you can get them to do a 3-way call. Then they may join something like this, maybe calling in, and then they may just appear one day. So it's a gradual thing, but the community and the connecting part, we're finding that most of the leaders, that's what they shared. And as your client gets on the program and they start having maybe their first week, they've lost 6 pounds, then get with your upline and say, hey, Susie's lost 6 pounds. Let's do a 3-way. Let's do a Zoom and celebrate her. And all that does is it just empowers her even more to where she's, okay, I'm gonna go, the next week. So that's, and I know everybody's got full-time jobs, and that's something to work in, but just one thing, I guess Nancy and I can't remember if this was one of the classes. Was you in Doug Wood's class with me, Nancy? And how he said you do things that you don't really want to do because, but it's getting you closer to where you want to be. So it's like you may have to do a call that you're so tired to give out, but it's okay. Once you're doing that, then what you're doing is you're actually showing your health coach how to do that for someone else. And that's sort of that, empathetic kind of coaching thing. And then through that process, it creates that freedom that if you want to quit your job, you can.
And anybody that wants to do, get with us and do one-on-one coaching, we'd be glad to do that.
Yeah.
As far as sharing with you, go from senior coach to executive director. If you just want to do that one-on-one, this might be too much for you here to talk about it. That's fine. Just set up a time and get with me and Lisa, and we'll work that with you and get you a plan together and show you how that works. Also, coaches, use your mentor coach at all times. I can't wait till Dan Bell gets back in town, because I'll introduce him to Doug and Karen, because that's the next step for him, is to meet the guy who helped him become successful. And then if we can, then Dr. A is next to that. So please use your mentor coaches, whoever they are, and work your way all up to your clients meet us, to your clients meet your coach, to your client meets everybody in the community. Because when they see that, just like what Joe says, they see the realness of it. They see the empathetic coaching. They see people coming together. Yeah, it's authentic. Yeah. And that's very rare in our world today. There's a word that the guy said to me one day at the time we was talking about. He said, "Man," he said, "you're genuine." And I said, I don't even know what that means. I had to come back home and look that up. And I thought, well, I'm not that. But then again, if he thinks that I am not, that was genuine, well, by George, that's what I am, you know? And so that's what makes this all work, is becoming authentically genuine, putting your brand to it. Take Shape for Life is not the brand. You are the brand. You bring what you have. Take Shape for Life is a tool that's going to finance you to be the person you want to be, and it's going to be the tool that finances you to have the things you want to have. It's just if you ain't dreaming big, let's dream a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want it to grow, use us, use the people. You call your neighbor, call people on here. Just use them inside the realm of bring your clients in there. You know, I got a client like that. I'm gonna call, Katie. Katie, you got a client like that? Yeah, let's put them together. Let's talk a little bit, and let them talk, and let them become a community themselves. If you do that, your business and your people will start coming. You say, "Where do all these people come from?" Basically, that's what's happening to us over there.
Yeah. So connecting, being very consistent. If you're posting on social media, be very consistent with that. Throw a before and after picture up there. Throw something about how your life has changed. It's got better, and it doesn't have to be today it might be a Healthy Mind store. Just be very consistent where because people scroll through there, like we heard tonight, the distractions. People are spending many hours on these social media places. So it's like if they see that, they may not be ready now, but they may, here in say a few months, they may call you up or send you a private message and say, hey, tell me a little bit more about this. But they have to know that you're still engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And consistency and finding the joy in it all. Have fun. Make it playful, make it fun. Don't get so serious and stressed out about it. Because if you're being so serious and stressed out, then that takes the fun out of it, and that sort of paralyzes you where you don't do anything. Like, I don't know, I want to do this, but I can. So, and basically a lot of that is what we talked about tonight. The distractions keeps you from that. So, Nancy, was there anything that some kind of major takeaway that you want to share from Go Global?
About a major one. It was all the whole business side of it that I just didn't really ever pay attention to. But no matter what level you're at, I don't want to say you're always doing the same thing, but we're all doing the same thing. And it's just when you see them up on the stage, they're doing the same thing that we should be doing. And if you do it, I guess you're going to reach more people. And one other thing that I'm finding now at tax time, that no way in the beginning did I ever think I needed to probably save everything that I was ever going to need to do this, to file anything. And now I'm scrambling. So make sure you print and save all your stuff, your receipts, your everything, because you just may need that all at the end of the year. I think it's like if you make more than $600, you have to file or something.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting that at all in the beginning, and now I'm going all the way back to the beginning to find.
Well, that's a good point. You know what? Get with your tax person, because you're going to make a lot of money if you do this thing the right way. Now, you start making $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year doing this. Just remember, keep all your receipts, document your time, mileage. You're going to be traveling places. If you give food away or something, document that. And if you go on a vacation and you talk to people about your business, you can use portions of that. If you're running a small-based business in your home, you can also use electrical bills, portions of that, water bills, and all these things ties together. So the home-based business, everybody in America that's a worker should own one, okay, for the tax advantages alone. Mm-hmm. Now, I tell you that, and when you get with your tax person, if you do them yourself, that's fine. But if you have a tax preparation person and they don't know what we do, find one that knows what we do, because they will help you in getting rewards back, writing things off that other people let you write off because they don't know what we do. So there's a lot of gaps in this in our country. People say, well, you can't do that because you didn't. So you're going to pay in all this money. And me and Lisa write a check every year paying in. So we understand, we don't want to pay them more we have to. We want to pay our part. And we don't care to help keep these people who don't want to work. What I ain't figured out is how you don't pay in nothing, get back $3,000 or $4,000. That's what's bothering me, and I'm trying to figure that out. But other than that, learn to be a good bookkeeper. This is your $1 million business. How you gonna run it? With good books, and good receipts, and doing the right thing, and that will take you a long way. So, thank you, Nancy. It's a very, very good point. Everybody, make sure you keep up with mileage. Is one of the best things you can ever write off. And when you travel somewhere and see people and do this and talk, that's your business.
So anybody on here from today until next Tuesday, you have a new client, you have a client that's been on the program for a week or so, and you wanna connect, contact me, Danny. There's some of y'all where Hannah's your upline. Then Dan Bell will be back in. I think he'll be back in like the 15th. So anybody that, like I said, it's all about getting grouped up together. So just do that because it's fun. It's really a lot of fun. So just keep that in mind as you're signing them up or, checking in on them. So anybody, are you going off, Debbie? You've been on longer. I know you've been on longer. Well, anyway, I really appreciate everyone. And does anybody have any questions or any closing comments before we sign off?
I have a comment. I know Rachel and I are going to the convention in July, and I got a room for 4 people, so we're looking for 2 roommates.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you for sharing that.
Yep.
So that'll be good. And there was also a friend of ours that posted her. She actually lives in Jersey, and she's in our Support for Life group because we just connected, and she doesn't have a group on Facebook. So I put her in there, and she posted the other day that she has a single ticket for $199. So it's like if somebody's wanting to go individually, and then they can room up with you ladies and share the expense there. So just keep that in mind too. And I know her, Judy Gold. Judy Gold is her name. So like I said, just if anybody wants to take advantage of that ticket, just let me know.
And keep up with your receipts because all this is 100% tax write-off. Mm-hmm. You go down there, you get trained, you get around people. The like mind, you're going to meet people like you. You're going to meet people all over the world. You're going to make friends. Mm-hmm. We have a community that's all over, from California to they think we talk funny too, but we don't. And, from Minnesota to Florida, all this community of people that we have. And if you can, go to this and see what's going on and
get your battery charged.
Yeah, watch your life change.
And then all you're doing is improving your skills, your actions, and your concepts. That's all it is. Transfer, whenever Nancy was talking about how simple it is, how it's sort of like they're doing what we're doing. It's just like the program. It's just so simple. It's 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 1. Anything else that comes in your brain, just go, should I even be thinking about that? And then it's like, no, 5 and 1, 5 and 1. So you just got to keep things simple. Keep it simple. Well, I hope this has been helpful.